Module 4, Lesson 7. Measure and draw angles, sketch given angle measures, and verify with a protractor. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to practice some number bonds. We're going to break apart 90, 180, and 360. Obviously, there's different ways you can do this. I can say that 90 is 80 plus 10. I can say that 180 is 180. 360 is 360. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to identify the angle measures of the two angles given. Let's look at DEF. Right away, I should be recognizing that could very well be a right angle. Okay? Remember, you have to line your protractor up with the crosshairs. It goes at the vertex. And the bottom of the protractor, where the line is 0 degrees, remember, it's not necessarily the bottom of the protractor, goes on the other part of the angle. This angle measures exactly 90 degrees. That is a right angle. Notice we do have a right angle symbol right there. 90 degrees. GIH. Remember, the vertex goes in the middle. GIH, or HIG, however you want to say it. I'm looking at this. I know that this is acute. This is going to be less than 90. It's going to help me with the numbers on the protractor. Again, the crosshairs goes on the vertex. You line up the bottom of the angle where 0 is, and I can see that this angle is 29 degrees. Okay. Okay, let's move along. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. We have two parallel lines. We have a line intersecting them through both. We're being asked to find the measure of angle X, Y, Z. Okay? Right away, I can see that this is larger than 90 degrees. Okay? So I'm going to have to put my protractor on it upside down because I can't turn my paper. But I'm going to put the vertex is right on my crosshairs. I have to line up over here, and I know that 50, I'm not using the bottom set of numbers, I'm going to use the top set of numbers, and this is 131. That makes sense because if I darken this for you, you can see that that's obtuse. Okay? Notice the rest of this would go all the way around, and that makes 360. Okay? Let's look at the next one. We have BAC. We need to find the measure of BAC, or CAB, however you want to write it. Okay, if you had a small paper on your desk, you'd be turning it, but I'm going to turn my protractor. Okay, I have to line it up with the crosshairs, the bottom of the angle. I know that this is acute. This is less than 90. And I am getting, for my measure, 36 degrees. Okay, let's look at this angle. We are looking for the measure of angle QRS, which is right here. Okay, I can see that this is going to be obtuse. This entire distance all the way around, this is a circle, so this is 360 degrees. So to find QRS, I'll take my protractor, and I already know that it's obtuse. Okay, I'm going to line it up on the crosshairs in the bottom of the angle, and I get 120 degrees. Okay? So this is 120. Suppose I want to know the measure of QXS. Okay, I want to know this measure now. Well, my protractor only goes to 180 degrees. Okay, but I know, I can do this without my protractor. I know the measure of this angle. This distance all the way around is 360. So I can take 360 degrees minus 120 degrees. Okay, I'm going to write it this way so it's easier for me to subtract. 0. Okay, I get 240 degrees. Well, that makes sense because this is more than my 180 degree protractor, and when you add these two angles up, they should equal 360. So I can find angles more than 180, because my protractor is 180, by finding one angle and then subtracting from 360, because that's a circle, because this is a circle. Okay? Okay, let's look at this problem. We want to find the measure of angle QRS. Okay, we should know that this right here is 180 degrees right here. Okay, because the line's 180. Okay? Now, this is our angle, QRS. So I'm going to go ahead, and like I said, I have to do this upside down, but if you had this other piece of paper, you would be turning your paper. Okay, the measure of this is 130 degrees. Well, how would you find this angle right here? Well, you know that all together these should equal 360. It's a circle. So we can add these two together. So if we have 180 plus 130, okay, that's 310 degrees. Well, this entire thing is a circle, so this is 360. So I know this part and this part. So I can take 360 and subtract 310 and get 50 degrees. Well, that makes sense because I can see that this is a Q. It's less than 90. Okay, so I can simply use facts that I know about angles to figure out missing angles without measuring them. If I know these two, I can figure this one out by subtracting from 360 because it's a circle. Okay, and remember, I knew that a straight line is 180 degrees. I did not need my protractor for that. Okay? Always ask yourself if something is right, obtuse, acute, or straight before you measure. It will help you a great deal. Hey, boys and girls, you need to draw an angle. Okay? I'm going to ask that we draw an angle that's 80 degrees. Okay? First thing you do is you use the bottom of your protractor to draw a straight line. Okay, this is the bottom of your angle. Next thing you do, you choose either side. It doesn't matter which side. Okay, I'll show you both. So I'm going to put, remember, the crosshairs goes where the vertex would be. And you line up the bottom of the angle. Well, here's 80 right here. I'm going to put a little mark. You use your protractor to draw the line. Okay? If you look at this, you can see that this is less than 90. This angle's 80 degrees. Okay, let's draw it from the other side. Draw the line. I put my crosshair over here, and I line up the bottom of my angle on my protractor. Here's 80. You put a mark. You line this up. Okay, I can see that that is less than 90. It's not much less than 90, but it is. And that's 80 degrees. You have to use